It is done. I finished reading it. So on Tuesday, 23 April 2024, I started this book. I finished it today. They filmed this, right before filming this. Friday, 26 April 2024. I'm Tanis Coralee Leonhardi, she, her, hers of Seattle. And the book I finished reading, this is my notes video for my April 2024 reading of Meghan, a Hollywood Princess by Andrew Morton. So the genre is biography, and specifically of an actress, because that's really what's highlighted in this book, and you know, a Hollywood princess. Words of the author, not of me. I am of Native American ancestry, and as far as I'm concerned, she has my consent and the consent of the Native Americans to leave the sooner, since she has married into the royal family of England. It is appropriate for her to move to England, not continue to overstay her due on land that was stolen from my ancestors, and which she has not once asked for consent for, and if she were, the answer is no. Okay. So I put the ISBN in the video description. This was April 2018 Hachette Book Group First Edition hardcover. I started, I've already did, so that's the introduction. This is a library copy. There was pencil writing in here in case people from my library system see this. You know, there was pencils in here. King County Library System, Washington State, United States of America. So it was there before I got it. Okay, not my damages. I dog-eared one page. Okay, so book notes, including construction and design. Meh. You can see who the person is, and husband and wifey, or I guess then at that point in time they were engaged, so fiance and fiance. So there you go. So Princess Meghan and Prince Harry. It was not the fastest reading book. Chapters were a good length. The pages were big. The spacing didn't bother me. There was a fair amount of text. It named a lot of names. So my sister followed the royal family, like Prince William and Prince Harry growing up. And my mom's like Princess Diana. I was born approximately 1993, if that's helpful. And we saw some of the stuff on like the castle and stuff growing up. My sister just loved that stuff. Went to the, she said she watched the royal wedding between Prince William and Kate Middleton, and she liked her fashion and that kind of stuff. At least that's what she told me. My dad was like, she didn't like Middleton. I was like, no, actions speak louder than words, even if that were true going to the wedding, and she brought that up. So yeah, so there we go. Chapters were a good length. There was a lot of typos and punctuation errors. Like, I've been reading biographies from like sports people and like religion, at least the most recent ones, and those were much better on the much fewer typos than this book. So I was just kind of like, one would think one would make a dedication to the English language. Like, for example, that one that was like, they would sometimes spell, you know, a political figure's name one way, and then the next time it got brought up, it was spelled or punctuated or hyphenated a different way. Or, you know, sometimes the capital of Rwanda was Kigali, and sometimes it was Kigali. And I was just kind of like, is this guy even paying attention as he wrote the book? Yeah. And like even down to like the last page and stuff. Oh, of the book itself, like acknowledgements. I'm just kind of like, dude. It was 255 pages, including the about the author section. So I averaged over 60 pages a day, which was not bad for me. And that's kind of the book notes. Reading notes, how, like a general takeaway, it kind of reminds me, so she actually brings up like that he's her soulmate. The term used was what? Amore eterne, eternal love. She had a red leather-bound volume titled that. Amore eterne, eternal love, which was what was their first or second date or something like that. She knew right away that he was her soulmate. I was like, you know, this reminds me of who else publicly? Soulmate pair. So her and Prince Harry. So Meghan Markle rhymes with sparkle. Who did I bring up? Oh, Megan Dressel and Caleb Dressel. I brought other people. Holly Ramsey and a guy who portrays Adam Peaty in Swimming, whose name might be Adam Peaty, but the one younger than me, so like born in 1994. I have my friend Adam Peaty, who shares that namespace in Swimming, and that kind of thing. So he's older than me, so not my Adam Peaty. So Holly Ramsey and the other Adam Peaty, the younger than me, and then maybe. So those are soulmate pairs, and then another soulmate pair that even rhymes with the, you know, Simpson in this would be Cody Simpson and Emma McKeon. And then let's do one more country, Justin Bieber and Hailey Baldwin Bieber. Okay. So it was like, they all even kind of look alike. Inside and or out. So this reminded me a bit of some of those. Yes, it was. So she and I are quite different people. Even though we both lived in a sorority in college, I quit after 2 terms. She lasted 4 years. I was Alpha Psi Delta. She was Kappa Kappa Gamma. Which to some of you outsiders, you're like, you're all sorority girls. And I'm like, well, I quit. So she stayed with it. Yeah. So that's kind of stuff matters. And she was this book is kind of an interesting one in the sense of, it paints her as a commoner, but she enrolled in preschool with a tuition of $18,000 a year, and it increased with age, the tuition. And it paints her as a commoner, but it like makes the point of like, it's not royalty marrying like royal blood. It's about royalty marrying elites and upper class, which she definitely checks that off, right? Upper class. And don't disrespect that. I was like, well, I was a public school kid. Right. But yeah, so I thought I was one of the biggest difference. Also, they didn't bring up pets in her upbringing. I had pets in my upbringing. She had pets later in life, like once she started living on her own. I have not ever had a pet living on my own. Fun fact. So there's like that kind of stuff. I really care about wildlife. She's really about like humans. So different activism stuff, so to speak. My work experience is in aquatic sports and science, and hers is in acting and politics. There's some big differences. One thing I thought was kind of it. So she has a history of eating disorders, and I thought perhaps the best way this was brought up by the author was in 30 hours of dancing, she lost 15 pounds. I was like, tell that to the people in weight cutting sports. You liar, you're just trying to sweep her eating disorders under the rug. So it was like, there's one way of phrasing it. And that was on page, if you want the page. You can do the math on it. It comes out to, if she did high intensity dancing, no stopping, no slowing down for 30 hours, that would be 5 pounds, right? And didn't eat anything. So 15 pounds is about double digits off, dude. Okay. Maybe he did it intentionally to draw attention to the eating disorder. So that was page 56. I did dog ear it, and now that's done, so let's keep going. Oh, she is of African and European descent. I am of Native American and European descent. So there's a difference there. I was just like, there's a way of saying we would like her to go to Europe. Currently she does not live in Europe, which is kind of a slap in the face to those of us who are Native American. Right? Our land was stolen, and she's like, she has a place somewhere else, and she continues to abuse and rape my family. Like, at some point, especially if you're a royal family for a different country, go live in that country. Right? It's that simple. Right? We didn't accept your people coming over centuries ago, right? In the first place. That's why you guys killed us. Your family killed us. gave your viruses to us and we died. Well, I'm alive. I'm a success story from the Native Americans. But anyway, just like, go back. Of all people, the royal family for a different country. Right? Know your Native American ancestry. Right? Go back. Be respectful. She's not a very respectful individual. Per her residency habits. Of past and present. Oh, how it went was Harry put out announcements in 2016 that he was looking for a wife, Prince Harry, and then he initiated with her all the way through. And she didn't really initiate in their relationship until wedding planning. I, on the other hand, talk about my soulmates publicly by name, if I have soulmate and or soulmates, and I've named them on this channel, and that goes back to, what, 2022? So I've been doing that for years. So I might actually have an edge. I might have initiated before my soulmate and or soulmates, at least some of them. So I'm not like her. I'm a go-getter. I do not have the money. Per quantum commenter Quantum Cat on this channel, the reason I am not marriage material is I am not rich. They viewed women are only desirable or marriage material if they are rich. Well, I'm not married. I would hope my soulmate loves me for who I am. Oh, and then there was something where they talk about eating carrot. She eats a lot of carrots and hummus and green juice and stuff. And I was like, you know, I ate a bunch of carrots growing up because I have bad eyes. Carrots have vitamins that are good for the eyes. I can guarantee somebody with an eating disorder who propagates it as 30 hours of dancing equates to 15 pounds of weight loss. I can guarantee that she did not eat carrots for the same reason. Okay. So there we go. Was there other stuff? There's stuff unrelated. I mean, before I picked this up, this book off the shelves, I was talking about my who and my wedding, and that goes back over 4 years on this channel even. Videos I've published as part of that wedding planning. So in that sense, nothing specific to this book. Stuff that I had already even brought up, even just my baby Roman Empire and kingdoms and stuff that I brought up before this. So there we go. So notes from my April to, so in conclusion, I do have any strong feelings about the person? Yeah. I didn't even know her last name. And, like, I knew nothing about her. So I now know. I don't know if it's gonna serve me well in life or not. Information. Okay. Notes from my April 2024 reading of Meghan, a Hollywood Princess by Andrew Morton.